What is up, you guys? As you can, well, I don't know if you can tell. Maybe you can. Nah, I'm joking. Obviously, you can tell that I'm dyeing my beard again. Yep. I dyed it earlier, but it just didn't work right, so I have to dye it again. This time, I added even more dye to it, so if it doesn't work this time after 2 hours of waiting for it to process into my beard hairs, then I don't know what I did. And I'll have to get the other type that I did before, which is the same exact thing, but I don't know. Maybe this has a glitch or is defective or something. Anyways, let's cut into the video. Not wearing my rings. As you can see, my fingers are ringless, because if I scratch my face or something, because this stuff makes your face itch. Just a little bit of this is in my hairs. This is all on my skin, and it's chemicals, and it stings a little bit, and it itches. So it's not an allergic reaction, don't worry. Trying to itch my face without itching it with my fingers. That works, but it looks like I have some kind of weird face disorder or something like that, or a tic or something. So I'm not going to say Tourette's, because I don't joke about stuff like that. Anyways, let's talk about space. Let's talk about outer space. This part right here is itchy, but I can't, screw this. Oh, it's right here. I need a little bit. All right, let's talk about outer space. So, God's amazing creation, outer space, the universe is awesome, but outer space in and of itself, this Earth we live in, is just the tiniest little bit of the universe. Thought it's dripping out or something. See, if my black shirt gets dye on it, you won't be able to see it, because this is going to be dyed jet black in about 2 hours of waiting, and then I'll have to rinse it out. All right, so let's cut into the video again. Sorry. The universe is awesome. The Earth is just a little tiny speck. So a lot of people think that the universe, outer space, is infinite. That it's infinite. While it's not infinite, just making that clear right there, it is not infinite. It is still absolutely incredible. I'll get to size in a second. God's power is just absolutely amazing. His power is just breathtaking. When we really sit down and just dive deep in our own minds, like try to comprehend how God can, is so powerful and everything, our brain starts to hurt a little bit, and it starts to move to something else. Why is that? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Because our minds are limited, and God is unlimited. And our earthly limited minds in this limited body of ours can't understand or comprehend an infinite, unlimited God. So that is why he didn't give our brains here the capability of understanding his unlimitation, because we would need an unlimited mind to understand his eternal unlimitedness, but we don't have that in our bodies here, and we won't have that in the afterlife either. We won't know everything. We'll be learning throughout all of eternity, which is cool. So, let's talk about size. Size of what exactly? Okay, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, God. I shouldn't have made that a joke. Outer space. The size of the universe. Outer space. It's so massive, you know? It's just, the universe is just... All right, so let's talk about the Milky Way galaxy. I should have done this before the size of the universe. The Milky Way galaxy. When you look at the night sky in a long exposure picture, and it shows the Milky Way, too many light pollutions in the world, you know, can't see the Milky Way because of the light pollution. Even in the very darkest spots where no light pollution even exists, you could still barely faintly see it in the night sky. But in pictures of outer space and everything like that on Instagram and things, those are long exposures, and they take a long time to develop, and they light the night sky up completely, like 100%. And it's just really beautiful. All the stars and the nebula and the galaxies and everything, you know, and the Milky Way as well. The Milky Way that you see is just one arm, one of the spiral arms of our galaxy. The entire Milky Way galaxy, there's no real pictures of it, obviously, because it's so big you can't go on the outside of the Milky Way to capture a photo of what it looks like. But it looks just like another ordinary spiral galaxy. Anyways, the entire Milky Way galaxy is around 100 to 105,000 light years in diameter. One light year, just one light year, is around 6 trillion miles. That's just one light year. And it's around 100 to 105,000 light years in diameter. If you're going at the speed of light, it'll probably take you a long, like, I don't know, millions of years to get the edge of the galaxy, Milky Way galaxy, going the speed of light. Millions of years still. It's 105,000 to 100,000 light years. It's just one light year is 6 trillion miles. Just one. That's insane. So, yet the Andromeda galaxy, our neighbor, is twice as big, is around 200 to something thousand light years in diameter. It's over 200,000. And again, just one light year is, you guessed it. So, and the universe holds, the Milky Way holds like 100 trillion stars, most likely. And Andromeda is twice as big, so it holds twice the number of stars. Yet there's other galaxies out there that are most likely 10 times bigger than ours or the Andromeda galaxy. And there's trillions of galaxies that exist in the universe. So that's amazing right there. And the universe, scientists actually believe, yet it's not fully proven, yet besides the universe stretches and grows bigger, expands every second or every day or something like that. They believe it's around 96 billion light years in diameter. The entire universe. Okay, so while that is not infinite, it is still, you could say it's like infinite, but it's not infinite. It's not infinite. There's still, it doesn't go on forever. There is still an outside of the universe. Obviously, it's any person in their right mind. Obviously, anybody who believes that they can fly outside of the universe with a spacecraft or something like that is obviously in need of severe help, because they do not, I repeat, are not thinking right because of the dimensions that I spake of how big the universe is. What's on the outside of the universe? Here's the cool part. The outside of the universe is perceived to be believed that heaven, God's house, heaven, is on the outside. Since God is on the outside, let's say the universe, the universe and everything in the universe, throughout its entire 96 billion light years in dimension, is time and space, right? Time and space. Time exists inside of the universe, but what exists on the outside of the universe? See, where I'm pushing the boundaries of what my limited mind is able to comprehend and able to understand. You're able to, time does not exist on the outside of the universe. Yet, the universe is not infinite. So that's right there. If it's not infinite, it must have an outside of it. It only makes sense. So it's not endless in any direction. You'll be floating. If you try to get there, let's say a person, it was possible to get on the outside only if a person could live that long to where they would fly onto the outside of the universe, like endless hundreds and trillions and billions of quadrillions of years. It would take eternity, basically, to get on the outside of the universe, right? But they would be able to get on the outside of the universe because it's not infinite. Think of it like this: we're in a closed box, a closed cardboard box. The universe is inside the box, but God and heaven is on the outside of the box. He can, at any time he wants, come into the box. This is the cool part. Anytime he wants, and yet, since he's God, and he's so massive, he doesn't obscure any of our anything, or his gigantic body goes through everything. Doesn't because he's God, and obviously he's so massive, he's bigger than the entire universe itself. I don't think that that's true with his height, that he's bigger than the universe itself, but his power. When people say that he's so huge, like he's like he's so massive, I think that's actually talking about his love and his power, because his love is endless, his power is unlimited, it's infinite. So there's no limitation to his love or his power. He can do anything, and he's powerful enough to do anything. Like there's probably been like 90 billion different universes in eternity past. The Big Bang is said not to be the end of the start of the universe, but the end of the previous one. Take that to heart. It's just so awesome, and I know I'm fanboying as usual to God because his power is indescribable, and we're not able to comprehend. We could get just to the the finest point on starting to understand a tiniest microscopic bit of him, but then our brain starts hurting and goes to something else, and we can never go any higher in understanding than that tiniest bit, because he's not allowed our limited minds to do that. So yeah, this is a really awesome video. Very, very amazing information. And it's just awesome, you guys. It's really insane and really, really awesome. It's just, there's nothing that I could say, or, how I could say it, that would make us understand God to the full extent, or his power, because he's everlasting, he's eternal. And me looking at myself on the camera right here, the front camera, my phone, just like with all this dark crap in my beard, is just funny. That's why I keep looking away. So, yeah, there's nothing really else to say about this video except it's awesome, and I hope God gives us more more capabilities of understanding his power even more, that which we can't, but if he wants us to, he can. It's just so awesome. I could go on forever saying, oh, how awesome God is, and his power is just so awesome. Like, he probably created the universe in like 96 billion light years of the universe, like that. Took 7 days for him to create the entire earth. Whether it's said that that's literally 7 days, or in God time, in our time, it could be a million years. I don't know, but God, he's God. He could have made it in 7 days our time, only 1 week or 1 second if he wanted to. But I know God doesn't always like to just boom create everything just instantly all at once. I'm sure he would like to take his time and everything like that. Like painting the sky when you see a very beautiful sunset or sunrise. He's painting the sky and all the clouds and everything. It's just so beautiful looking. I'm sure he paints the sky. He paints the sky with his power, but he doesn't do it instantly because he enjoys taking his time to do every little detail. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. If I keep going, this video is going to be like 4 hours, so